Subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications for the latest updates. Latest on Tropical Storm Fay, which is finally developed from Invest 98L, the storm that could make a potential landfall at or near New York City in the near future, currently with winds of 45 miles an hour and a minimum pressure of 1,006 millibars after 6 p.m. Eastern this July 9th, 2020. The system's currently located pretty close to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, 35.5 degrees north, 74.9 degrees west. A stage 2 on the CDPS scale, significant damage is possible, but in comparison to nor'easters that we've seen along the East Coast this year, it'll be pretty similar to that. Distance in miles from certain locations right now: for Virginia Beach, the closest significant city, 96 miles away. Washington, D.C., the capital, 228 miles. Dover, where first land interaction could occur, 220. And then New York City and Long Beach, where we could see potential landfall in those areas, about 310 to 315 miles away. There are some tropical storm warnings in effect right now from Cape May in New Jersey to Watch Hill, Rhode Island, including Long Island and the Long Island Sound. So this means areas from Connecticut to Rhode Island all the way down to New Jersey, all have tropical storm warnings in effect right now. This is the current computer model run from the GFS, the latest run that's publicly available. It's a bit west of the model consensus. It actually brings it into a landfall in New Jersey, but considering the system's pretty broad with most of the convection on the east at the moment, we should be looking at the general area where convection activity is occurring, because the main threat from this system will be rainfall and localized flooding, and potentially some slight storm surge as well. Winds aren't going to be the most significant factor, although at the exact landfall location or where the most intense winds are occurring, they could be a significant problem as well. Currently a 50-mile-an-hour peak expected from the National Hurricane Center. Sea surface temperatures look like this, about 29 degrees where the storm is right now. As you can see, the graphic just going onto the screen. It's going to have some time over these more favorable waters, but as it heads north towards landfall in New York or Long Island or New Jersey, we're going to see those temperatures cool off a bit down to 27s, 26s, and 25. So that combined with higher shear should present significant intensification. Here's the wind speed forecast model from the GFS right now. You can see this is a bit late, so this is a bit lagging behind. It doesn't pick up on TS winds that we now have confirmed through reconnaissance, but you can see the general swirl of convection and wind that is associated with the system kind of move inland right around 2 days to 2.5 days at most right now. Surprisingly enough, this thing is actually pretty close to landfall already. It could be less than 2 days even. Here's what we're looking at right now for chance of tropical storm force winds. Virginia Beach 1%, Washington D.C. 0%, Dover at 5%. Because most of the winds are right now to the east of the system, you're not going to see them wrap around till later on closer to landfall. New York City and Long Beach 31 and 35% respectively. These could tick up a bit as we get closer to landfall though. Here's a graphic from last night from Force 13's graphic team, but the general messages remain the same, that currently along the Outer Banks, you could see some hazardous conditions with gusts up to 40 miles an hour, and then as the system tracks northward, you're going to see storm surge of up to 3 feet around coastal areas, so stay on guard for that. Heavy rainfall, localized flooding, flash flooding possible, so make sure to have your hurricane plan in place for a system like this. And here's an amazing graphic from our team just showing the latest frames of satellite imagery. You can see the storm is pretty disheveled as a whole, but it is a tropical storm nonetheless, as you can see right now. Here's some of the latest satellite imagery that we can see of the past couple hours. You can see the storm gathering steam, much better organized than it was yesterday, but still overall just a tropical storm. We will have a live tropical weather bulletin at 8 p.m. Eastern, so stay tuned for that. Make sure to subscribe for content we're providing about this storm. Stay informed and stay safe. You can follow us on our outlets, force13.com for web articles and the live cyclone tracker. You can also find us here on YouTube. If you're not watching here already, make sure to subscribe. We're also on Facebook. It's Force13 to find our latest posts there. And we're also on Twitter. It's at Force13 to ask us a question on that platform. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. More information can be found at patreon.com/force13, or you can become an ultimate fan right here on YouTube for perks and to directly support the project and our future endeavors in these times. You can also find us on Discord to communicate with us on our Discord server. Link is in the description below, and you can message Fool13 at extension 9094.